There's one thing for sure and two things for certain. You're going to see Rogue around here. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Ritual Beast has been around for 11 years, and it's still getting it done. Let's talk with Corey.
What's up, everyone? Corey here. This is going to be cross-posted to a couple channels, so wherever you're seeing this, thank you for having me on. This past weekend, I played at the Lansing, Michigan Regionals, and I didn't top 8, but I got 12th place with, as you can see, Ritual Beast. I'm kind of known for playing this deck. I played it a lot, like a year or so ago, and did pretty well with it. We went to Lansing, me and my buddy Craig, kind of just playing pet decks for fun, and my run for fun kind of became a little bit real, so I figured it was worth sharing. Before I get into it, of course, like I said, shoutouts to whatever channel you're seeing this on. Shoutouts to my boys, the Shanghai Sharks, Sharks on top. Shoutouts to my girlfriend, she's the best in supporting me. And yeah, let's just get into it. So start with the main deck. Have 3 Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara, 3 Elder, 3 Canahawk, 3 Rampengu. So these are all your main guys. All your combos basically start with these. Any combination of 1 to 2 of these do varying combos that all play into different hand traps and such. The best combos are when you start with like Elder and one of these two, but Lara plus one of these two is just as good. Going second, I always side down to 2 Rampengu, because he's not really the best going second, because he doesn't really apply any pressure. And this one's the one that really helps you into the metagame. With a lot of like targeted removal and such, this can help protect it, and then it's also your extender. So yeah, you play those 12, and then you play one of all your utility names. I almost didn't play the Petalfin. It would have been a mistake. Petalfin is very necessary for getting dead names out of your hand, as well as helping clear a board so you can go for game, because the deck can pump out a lot of damage. I want to test the Zephyrin Pilica, the 6th one of name, but that card is just usually not necessary for combos, and you kind of need the space for non-engine in the current meta. And yeah, not much to say about the rest of those. Then for additional consistency, played 3 E-Telly, 3 Inheritance. This one basically makes it so you can consistently open one of your 12 good ones, because it just reveals 1 Ritual Beast in your hand. You add one of a different type, so if you open any of the little guys, you get to add any of the Tamers. If you open any of the Tamers, you get to add any of the little guys. And then E-Telly is just broken. It helps you play into Perulia. It helps you into like starting a board, and then they fool you. You can chain E-Telly to get you another extender, get you another name in rotation, so that way you're able to do more without having to extend as much. And then we played the one brick, the Steeds. You still need to play this card. A lot of decks can create pressure with bodies, and this just makes it so that pressure is non-existent. Then for the Nemesis package, I just played 1 Flag and 1 Corridor. Yeah, I don't really like Eschatos. You can't really blind call anything comfortably in the format, so I'd much rather go into Colossus, or just use this for link material to climb up into Gaia Paleo and such. Yeah. Then for the non-engine, we had 14 slots, so we played 3 Ash, 1 Shifter, and 3 Purge. Shifter was like the 40th card, and he's probably going to get put to the side deck. He wasn't very good. I just dead drew him a lot. Ash and Purge are broken though. You gotta have Ash for the Charmies, and then Purge is just really strong after like you purge Asagi, and then you can if you Ash Asagi, then you can purge the following thing, and then they usually stop. And then because you are playing a rogue deck, I also mained 7 Charmies. because no one really knows what your cards do. And so by playing 7 Charmies, you give yourself the most flexible hands possible to play into your opponent's board and have them interact incorrectly, so that you're able to capitalize and put yourself in a winning position. I drew this once dead, I drew this 0 times, I drew this 5 times, and it got ashed every single time. So these cards might as well have all been blank, but the theory is true. So that is the main deck, 40 cards total. And then extra inside, we have 2 Kanahawk, 1 Nochi, 1 Gaia, 1 Commune, 1 Rayatari. I'm probably going to play a second Rayatari going forward. I had a couple times where I wanted the extra Psychic to banish without compromising myself if Banshee didn't resolve. And he comes up there. The 1 Nochi is really all you need if you play correctly. Even if you get nibbed, you can just like Apelio banish it, make Banshee, put it back, and then you're right back in the game. And then Gaia Apelio is a 2014 negate, the only one they haven't really banned yet, so hopefully they don't, because it's the only reason that this deck can play. 1 Colossus, 1 Banshee, 1 Baguska. These are like your floodgates, your end board pieces. A lot of your combos, depending on how you sequence them, can end on one or both of these, as well as the Link 4 and Steeds, which against Mitsurugi Yumi is basically an FTK, but against Dracotail doesn't really do much, so that's when you go for the Gaia Apelio board. Yeah, not much to say about these. And then the rest of the extra deck. This is all basically utility slots and things to help you combo. So we have 1 Relinquished Anima. This card didn't really come up much. It's probably getting cut for the another Link 4, like I said. The only time you really need this is in the combos where it's a body like a Nibiru and just Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara. You can still put together most of a combo. So maybe it's warranted, maybe it doesn't get cut, but it never came up. Cross Sheep, made it once, probably could have been either one of these 2. These are the like 3 different ways that you can combo. So like Cross Sheep, after the Banshee combo, you'd make this, you summon Nochi or Colossus, and then you summon your guy back, and then you turn them all into the Link 4. Haggard Lizardos, you banish the Banshee while you have Flag on the board, it comes back, you make the Link 4. Same thing with SP. Yeah, so I can probably cut one of these and just play 2 of the 3. And then IP and Gorgon, which neither of these ever came up. So I can't really speak to how effective they were. Then for the side deck, we have 3 Retaliating Sea, 2 Phantasme, 3 Nibiru. Phantasme was for Yummy. I never played any Yummy. Nib I like more as like a going first hand trap to hold in the back on top of whatever I put together on my board. And Retaliating Sea is obviously for Dracotail, which is the deck's hardest matchup, which I played 3 of, and I would have went 3-0 into it, but I misplayed in round 7. And the reason that matchup can become kind of favored is because we are also siding 3 Di-Fi. That's your going first card for siding out the Fool losses. And then to side out the other 4 Charmies, it would usually be like 3 Nib, Call by the Grave. And then I also just sided Imperms for the really wide combo decks, Dracotail, and yeah. Imperm might become something else. Phantasma is probably becoming something else. I need to do some thinking for if I play this deck in the future. But yeah, that's it. So thanks so much for watching.